Right, Jack, you've had a taste of a starting appearance against Brighton. Could be slightly different against Oxford, but how much are you looking forward to another chance if you get the nod tomorrow night?
Yeah, I can't wait. Obviously, I just want to play as many games as I can, and Brighton was great for me with everything that came with it. With obviously being down there and being my debut, and my family being there to watch. I think tomorrow will be, like you say, will be a different game. They're obviously still a very good opposition. We're not taking them lightly whatsoever. But no, I'm looking forward to it. If I do get that chance to play, then I'll obviously try and show the manager what I can do and try and replicate how I played against Brighton.
Yeah, and it could be an important competition for you if the manager sees you as a player who wants to develop this season. I suppose the further you can go in that competition, you'd like to get games and could get more appearances under your belt.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we want to have a good cup run anyway. That's for the team. That's a big thing. But for me personally, yeah, if the manager wants me to develop in these sort of games, then obviously the more of those we have, the better it will be for me. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, a good cup run in any competition will be good for this club. So fingers crossed we do well tomorrow and we get through to the next round.
Yeah, 3 clean sheets so far, and you did so well to contain Brighton for as long as you did. I think it was about 78th minute. And it's very difficult to see this team being undone, isn't it, at the moment? It looks so solid at the back.
Yeah, it's not just at the back. I think it's the whole team. Everyone's pulling their weight in terms of the defensive side of it, and obviously we've adopted this new formation that the manager's brought in, and I think we've adapted it really well. And long may that continue, I suppose. I think the base of any good team is if we have that solid defensive record, that we aren't conceding goals, then you're always in with a chance in a game that you can go up the other end and nick one like we did on Saturday with Kobe scoring late on or scoring however many goals we want really. But if we have that good base of a defensive record, then we can only push on from there.
Yeah, Sean North came out after the game and said it's all been about hard work. And has that been stressed right from when you first came on trial?
Yeah, it has. It's sort of we've been here before. I sort of knew that's what the club was about in terms of what it's the minimum the manager expects from any player. But no, I think there was a real emphasis on it this season when I first came in. Like I said, even when I was on trial, it was sort of being drummed into the lads early on that's what this season was going to be about, and it's worked for us so far. So we'll obviously make sure that we keep doing it and working hard together so we can keep getting the results.
Yeah, you came in on loan towards the end of the season when Cheltenham were pushing for promotion. How do you compare the squad now? It's a very different squad. There's not that many players left from that time, is there?
Yeah, no, I was going to say it's completely different, really. I think when I came in, there's only about 2 or 3 players who are still here from the time that I was. I think I wouldn't really be able to compare them in terms of saying one was better than the other because I think they are so different. But I think there's a real togetherness in the group that we've got at the minute. And I've said in the interviews I've done before that togetherness is what is sort of that alongside the hard work is what's sort of bringing us together as a group and helping us get those results. So I think that the team spirit that we've got is great.
Yeah, and I think you're one of 8 permanent new signings, and then obviously the loan lads come in as well. Very new look squad even from last season. So do you feel like everyone's bonded pretty quickly?
Yeah, I have. It's sort of I recognised it straight away. Even when I came in on trial, there was already that unity of the lads together, and then with the players who have come in. Obviously, I was quite late coming in, but then there's also been players after me in the loan signings, as you've said. But everyone sort of seems to have fitted in really quickly and really well, and the whole group has sort of made it easy for anyone new who's come in to sort of settle in. And yeah, I think everyone's together and pulling in the same direction.
There's also been a lot of talk about the players having more of a say, or the opportunities put forward their opinions. Have you noticed that? Is the manager sort of taking everything on board rather than just being one way?
Yeah, he's open to us sort of putting suggestions or ideas forward. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's going to be him who makes the final decision. But I think if there's a good level of communication between the players and the staff and sort of throughout the whole club, then it'll only help, because if obviously the players think that something should be done differently, or the manager thinks that the players should be doing something differently, the only way that we can sort of make that better is if we talk about it. So I think on both parts, I think people are talking to each other and sort of are open to suggestions, because at the end of the day, all we want to do is get better and keep the run that we've had so far, keep that going.
Yeah, and everyone outside the club seems to be tipping you to struggle this season, but have you been pleasantly surprised, even, do you think, as a squad with how well it started?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've always had that belief that obviously you look at the predictions before the start of the season, and we weren't we weren't ranked as that highly in the league, but I think we proved people wrong from the first day when we went up to Bury and won up there, because I think no one really gave us a chance there, and we obviously came away with 3 points. So I think if we're going to surprise people this season, then we'll surprise people. But we're really happy, obviously, with the start that we've made, and we just want to make sure that continues for as long as possible, and stay in the position that we are for the remainder of the season.
Cheers.
Just one from me. Obviously, there's the option with the three centre halves of going back to two, but with there being three, even if you're not in the team, it makes that a little bit closer to the team, doesn't it? So that must just be really encouraging for you in terms of trying to get in the side.
Yeah, of course. I spoke to the manager before I came in, and he sort of outlined his plans and what he wanted to do, and then obviously with this formation, like you said, it makes it that one step closer for me to go into the team if there is an injury, or if I think this is the system has worked. So I think we will obviously keep playing it whilst it is working, because you wouldn't change a winning formation. And then like you said, if it makes it that one step closer to me, then if I do get my chance, I've obviously just got to show the manager that I can fit into that formation and sort of replicate whoever's place I'm taking for whatever reason that be. Make sure that the manager can see that there isn't a difference between us, and that so he doesn't feel as though he has to change the formation to accommodate me or anything like that. So yeah, it's I just want to play games basically. So the more chance I've got of doing that, the better for me, I suppose.
Good one, thank you. Good luck.
Cheers.